Here's the uncomfortable take. This isn't really a video about jobs. It's a video about teaching you to admire price tags. The title promises an explanation for the jump from a $1 job to a $10 million one. But the evidence mostly asks you to be impressed by increasingly exclusive experiences rather than proving that income differences are as straightforward as the latter suggests. The strongest idea arrives early. By physically escalating the stakes with larger dollar amounts and increasingly unusual workplaces, the video makes viewers ask what employers are actually paying for. Skill, scarcity, risk, responsibility? That's a worthwhile question. The problem is that those ideas often get bundled together instead of separated and examined. Where the video earns real credit is in showing environments most people never see. The sequence moving from ordinary labor into specialized facilities and aircraft gives concrete evidence that some careers demand extraordinary training, coordination, or trust. That's much stronger than simply quoting salaries because viewers can actually see pieces of the underlying complexity. Wait, this is where the argument gets weaker. The leap from this job is unusual to this pay level makes sense is largely assumed rather than demonstrated. We rarely hear about years of preparation, failure rates, licensing, market demand, or how many people attempt these careers and never make it. Without that context, compensation starts looking almost magical. The most revealing moments aren't the dollar graphics at all. They're the reactions from the people actually doing the work. Those brief conversations hint that high compensation often reflects pressure, accountability, or physical difficulty more than glamour. Ironically, the video brushes past those insights to keep climbing toward bigger numbers. There's also a morally strange tension running underneath the format. Every new salary tier has to feel more spectacular than the last, so viewers are subtly trained to equate importance with scale. That's great entertainment, but it narrows our understanding of work. Plenty of socially essential jobs never become visually spectacular enough for this latter. To be fair, the video never literally claims that money measures human worth. My criticism is about the framing. When every transition celebrates a bigger paycheck, it's easy for audiences to absorb exactly that message even if nobody says it aloud. The strongest part of the argument is also its biggest vulnerability. Even the relentless pacing serves the central claim. By never lingering on economic nuance, labor markets, or trade-offs, the structure keeps the audience emotionally climbing instead of intellectually questioning. That's effective storytelling, but it also means the evidence does less work than the momentum. So my verdict is mixed but clear. As a guided tour through remarkable professions, this is engaging and unusually well supplied with access. As an explanation of why people earn radically different amounts, it's only partly supported. It shows fascinating examples. It doesn't fully explain the system those examples are supposed to represent. If reviews like this are useful because they challenge the argument instead of repeating the hype, stick around. The next time a blockbuster video turns a simple premise into a sweeping conclusion, we'll test whether the evidence actually earns the confidence.